Hello everyone, my name is Michael Young and welcome back to Factorio's Sea Block. So, that's our factory right now. I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm feeling like this is not, terrible. You know how early in an unmodded playthrough, you get to a point where you've got coal sorted out, you got a little coal bank on a being mined into its own little burners, and then you start setting up little areas where you can start pulling some belts, not some belts, some of the two different types, some plates, some copper plates, some iron plates, and then you say, oh, well, let's put a little factory right there, and we'll make some gears too. That's where we're at, though we haven't got the gears yet. Instead, we have a good little location where we can make, with some babysitting, we can make a good amount of ore. Why is that here? Okay. So yeah, we're about 12 hours in now? Something like that? Yeah. We're about 11 hours in. And we still don't have automated smelting yet. It's amazing how much this game takes up. Let's do slag. I think we got slag just kind of sitting around. Yeah, I need to perhaps make some more of these. I need these. We'll need a bunch of crushers eventually anyway, so it doesn't really hurt to make a few now. Keep the landfill coming. And we actually need to make some of these chemical plants. What do those take? We're gonna need a bunch. They need basic electronic boards and steel. That's something we don't have a lot of. So let's automate. Let's not automate. Let's hand. Not really handcraft either. We want to make a place where we can make steel. We'll just throw 200 in and. Don't have any flammables. Let's go grab some. We'll switch that back to coke. Oh, let's get some boards too and all that stuff. We're out of tin plates. We need to get more of those. And what does this need? This needs solder plate. We're out of that too. Lots of components then. I do think that this whole thing, I'm not entirely sure how much it's helping. I think it is helping to get a bit of the we have produced just a ton of sulfur. I didn't realize. Wow, that's Hopefully, we'll find a good use for that at some point. Well, no, we'll need that to read. Well. It'll help us get jumpstart expanding this section here. How's this doing? Got plenty. Yeah, it's still backed up. Except for that one, for some reason. At least the landfill is coming a lot easier. I think I really, if I were to go back and do this all again, I would focus so much more on getting electrolyzers and power before even beginning this. I mean, this whole thing was a mess. It's still a mess, and we haven't really gotten much from it except for a bit of iron. I mean, I guess we needed all of the iron for the belts and the inserters and stuff, but it would not have been a terrible thing to have skipped this entire section down here and just done electrolyzers during the day to get slag to get a big area where I could work. Like I think we've lost time just trying to make things fit and tearing down and reconstructing. But that's not very entertaining, so I kind of didn't do it. How's that? Oh yeah, we never actually put this in. Why is this not producing anything? Ah, out of coal. For our filters. God, remember when we had to do that by hand all the time? We had to sit there next to this thing and just, whenever it used up its filters, handcraft more. Not producing enough coke to keep this going full time. Why not? Because this thing takes a long time to produce coke. Okay. I guess we could double this up. How feasible is that? It'd be pulling in the purified water. That'd be tricky. Never mind. Let's not bother with that. Well... we need more liquefiers. Now, let's move it down one. So we'll get rid of that. And to get this here, we'll have to Oh, it's gonna get stuck here, isn't it? Oh, that's not good. Where's this going? Could it be not that way? It could. This'll work. We can make this work. Go up. It doesn't want me to go up. Okay. That's water. Then you can do this. That will let me put that there without interfering with the two. Get more purified water over here. And there we go. We need one of these right there. Though right now it doesn't look like I'm producing enough coal to feed both. Maybe I'll get fixed in time. Let's turn that off for a little bit. How do we get into there? Which barely helps at all, but oh well. No, it works. A single one takes it out as quickly as it gets built. Okay, good. Now we're producing twice as much carbon. Maybe that will be able to deal with this. We won't have to stop being able to steal, let the coal go onto this carbon line. Alright. This ran out of copper. Yeah, that's all stopped because we ran out of intermediate materials. Let's do slag. Just gotta keep up with the slag or else we're wasting time. Yeah, I was at 178 already. Make sure you get it in here. There's steel. How many of those can we make now? 10! Good, that's what I want to see. And we're getting a large number of glass that I don't know what to do with, and tin, which I could use more of. Really, this sludge is not enough to supply both of these, and that's what's causing problems. We're getting a good area. Maybe we should start trying to expand our ore production. Maybe not yet. Let's keep this up just a little bit longer. Deal with the slag. Yeah, this carbon is now populating the entire thing. All four burners are running on boilers are running on carbon. Good deal. Let's grab some of that and start making some more pipe. We should continue. We should go ahead and just let the science continue. I mean, we seem to be having enough. We need more of those to do that. It feels like we have enough basic materials coming in regularly that we can afford to skip out and do other things for a little bit. This is not outputting. No, it's outputting slowly. Let's switch this over to the other one. So it was, we did bobmonium, we now need rubite. Okay, and rubite is going to produce different things. Nickel. And lead. Alright, and nickel can't be smelted. Just have to put it in a box. It feels like this isn't going very quickly. At least the power situation is sorted. I think we have not run out of power in quite a while. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, not since what? 2 or 3 hours ago? We've been at capacity. Now that our steam engines have come into line. We're past the 10-hour mark. Not at the 50-hour mark yet though. I don't remember what this was. Was this where I tried to put steam engines at first? A failed attempt? Either way, we can go ahead and do science here. That's gonna need more coal soon. No, that was right. So, red science needs electromagnetic core. I really like how it's arranged where you can just grab the things you need right from next to the thing. Sacrificial electromagnets. That's the greatest name ever. That needs copper. This needs iron. There. That will just slowly keep on knocking out the rest of red science. Got lead going there. I thought this was making tin. No, we already had tin. We already have a lot of lead, too. Why did I switch it over? Oh well. Doesn't matter. You know, I almost don't want to sort. I think that sorting right now is giving me products that I can't really use. I just want to go ahead and burn this. Right? When it gets to it, eventually. Yeah, it's producing more lead. What do I need lead for? What's the lead? Lead is for... not that. Solder, right. Lead and tin, and you need more lead than tin. And you need solder plate for these. What is that? Water-cooled, overclocked neural computer case. That's quite a thing. Bullets. And batteries. Batteries need lead and acid. That kind of makes sense. I thought batteries need like lithium or something like that. So I don't really know. I couldn't tell you how batteries work. This needed tin. This needed the composite, which we can't make by hand. There. We've got a lot of that already. Okay. What did this need? This needs the wire, so we can go grab some. How's this doing? Starting to stack up a little bit? Just a little bit, maybe? A little bit. Are we having problems over here? That could be. That could be a problem. Let's see. So it's full. No, it's not. It's having trouble. Because we're cracking more of it. Oh well, this is gonna back up eventually. And then more coal will flow through. So we should stop stealing from there. Until this backs up too. Alright, let's do slag. We're not getting a lot of ore out of this. Why not? What's the problem? Ah! I see. I started putting all the sulfur over there instead of in the box. In the box rather than into the machine. Really, we should... Oh. It's been so long since we've gotten science, it's was shocking to me. What should we get next? It'd be good to get assembling machines. Assembling machine 2s. Because there are things we can't make, but that's 80. Don't know what this is even. Interesting. Electrolysis gives me access to a storage tank, and then apparently it goes on to batteries and chemical processing. Oh, that's not what I want right now. Lead smelting is producing products I don't have a use for yet. Iron smelting, though. Maybe. Would this be helpful? Let's see. So there's molten iron. How do I get molten iron? 12 iron ingots. Wait a minute. Okay, so 24 iron ore. 4 ore gives you 3 plates. So that's 18 plates would yield. Okay, so that's. Wait, no. So iron ore becomes iron ingots, 1 for 1. So this it would be. Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute. I think we need to do some mathing out this. So this would be 1 ore is 1 ingot, right? Yeah. But you just need to have a lot of it at once. And I'm not looking at steel yet. Although that would be a cheaper way to make steel. We wouldn't have to supply coal. We just get oxygen. Then we can melt it. So 12. So 1 ingot is 10 molten iron, and then 10 molten iron is 1 iron plate. So that's the way I turn 1 ore into 1 plate, as opposed to normally 4 ore is 3 plates. Let's be taking an extra step. Probably we should do that. I'm assuming it's the same everywhere. Like there's an advanced, there's ingots for everything. Copper, same thing. Huh. Should we embark on this great new era of making molten iron and stuff in order, and then I guess we're casting plates? $50 each. Or we can get optics, and that would pave the way towards solar energy, which needs so many greens. That's ridiculous. And then even then, the basic electronic boards need so many. No, that's not an option right now. We need to get our house in order in terms of the what am I saying? We need to get our house in order in terms of our ingot smelting. Fluid handling would be nice, though. Actually, I don't need any of that. I will need that eventually, I'm sure. But right now, I could do without it. That wasn't what I was thinking it was. I was thinking, I don't even know. Anyway, what's fluid control? That's something I was thinking I wanted. Where you could use it to, essentially to get rid of overflow. What's a return valve? Okay, only allows one directional flow. I see. That's how you convert like sulfuric acid that the game makes to sulfuric acid liquid that Angels uses. A tank. Can be connected to a wire, but I don't have a logistic system yet. I guess it's just to I guess this is for checking. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that for now. Let's go for the iron smelting. What was I doing here? I was going to create a storage area for this, so that we don't store it next to that machine, we store it next to this machine. Are we actually having trouble with oxygen? We are. That's why, okay, wait a minute. If we're having trouble with oxygen, I mean, that's kind of the point of that fluid control. Let's get that. I mean, I know we're throwing oxygen away all the time because, well, let's see. If we were to throw it away, if we were to stop throwing it away, I'm betting it's just gonna fill up real quick. But maybe I'm wrong. It looks like it's slowly net positive. Huh. I wonder how long this has been an issue, I just haven't been aware of it. Ah, so it hasn't been a problem because we can't load the slag fast enough. There, that's keeping up. This is gonna run out of what's it called soon? Coal. Coal is gonna run out of coal soon. Should I try to... I feel like there's a lot of overflow here that we could be taking advantage of. Let's see what happens. I need more of those. No. Liquefiers. Just needs more iron. Hopefully that will help. Get our coal production up a little bit. Just to deal with some of this overflow. Because I thought that this was pretty balanced. But I could be wrong. With the inserters so slow, it's hard to know what's being driven by production versus what's being driven by logistics, the inserting. Like this machine isn't working full time, not because we don't have the resources for it, but because we can't get them into the machine fast enough. And I guess we could do that. That would help a little. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. Why do I have a board in my inventory? Get rid of that. Actually, that's something I have to praise this mod for. What? Oh, I wasn't paying it. Okay. Oxygen overflowed. That's something I have to praise this mod for. It doesn't fill up your inventory. I mean, I have a tiny little inventory, and I never feel like it's a real... I mean, of course, I always wish I had more stuff, but like I never think, oh, if only I wouldn't have to hold these two things. Like, that's why I have lots of trash in my inventory. I like how I'm not always looking for an abundance. I'm looking for... I'm looking less for like a ton of one thing. I'm looking for a lot of different things. It's an interesting way to play. Although I'm assuming that it's going to pivot into needing an abundance of things eventually. Should we start up? See how this goes? I really wish I had more iron. In fact, I wish it to such an extent that I don't really see a virtue of having all this lead at the moment. Let's switch this back to sapphirite crushing. Okay, it's gonna take a while for this to catch up, because we screwed up and forgot we took that away. Forgot to monitor that we had taken it away. But yeah, it's a real shame because this is lacking for a sufficient oxygen gas, and we're wasting oxygen gas. We really need to get that bit of fluid control. That's what we're aiming for. Why is this not going? It is going. It's just going very slowly. This looks like it's accumulating maybe a bit more. So maybe this is helping. It's producing some number of products. And it looks like this is flowing more nicely. This is still having a bit of trouble. That's a lane issue, less than a capacity issue. Oh well. So much sulfur here. Are we actually maybe not producing enough CO2 now that we're producing all this coke, this carbon? Still haven't recovered from that stoppage. Should I make more pipe? I should make more brick if nothing else. All right, I need to make more of these things. So it was these chemical plants that I was saying I need more of. We have 7 right now. That's actually pretty good. We don't need more than 7. Seven is sufficient for now. Well, how many steps of this needs? Only 2. So I don't know the ratio, but I could just put 4 of each of the different types. I think I like that idea. So 4 of these, 4 of those. So let's make one more just to make it even. If I can find it. It needs more iron. How's mineral water? Mineral water's doing fine. But we consume it at quite a rate. Actually, it seems like this one gets consumed faster. So it draws from the left first, and it fills to the left first. That's what we're seeing up here. This one fills up. This one's done 725. Well, we picked it up and put it away at one point. But this one's at 50 all the time, and this one's always hovering at around 24. So it seems like the slag goes left first. Slag's the limiter there. Yeah, it's weird, it always stops at 29.9, and he's what, 30? To do his thing? I don't know. This strikes me as unusual. So when we get flow control, it's going to need steel. So we should make some steel. The overflow valve in particular needs steel and basic electronic boards. We have a decent amount of steel then. So I think we're good. We should make some boards. We need more inserters too. Any overflow yet? Nope, not yet. No, I wish we hadn't done that. It set us back far more than it improved. That's fine. Yeah, these aren't even being, what's it called? Saturated. Good. The ore's gone. The coal's gone all the way back to here. Soon we'll start seeing these fill up. Although it might be a daily thing. Like perhaps it's good during the day, but has trouble at night when the steam things burn more. Although really, solar isn't that big of our. Well, it's still like a third of our total power. Accumulators aren't doing that much for us anymore. Lazy accumulators. Leaving me to burn my coal to get everything done. Any slag building up yet? A little bit. Just a little bit. Excuse me. You know, in hindsight, you could just put it all in the same box rather than putting it in 2 boxes. This is actually doing the same thing on both sides. Can we just... Could we just get this over there? Rather than having 2? That barely do much work. Meh, I don't want to bother with it right now. Let's leave it alone. Let's pull this away. Okay, I think we need to start thinking how we want this to work. I want to have a pipe bus with all the different intermediate materials of this going this way, and then what will we need to actually transfer by belt? I guess that's the sulfur. So the first step, and the slag of course. The first step is sulfur and oxygen gas. We already have oxygen gas. And it turns into sulfur dioxide gas. So we're going to build a bus with sulfur dioxide gas. That's what this is. Let's leave it like that for now. And then that turns into sulfuric acid. Well, we can just... Sure, we can just place the things. Let's do that. We'll need purified water in our bus at some point too. Let's take that away. We'll do it as we place them. This is... I don't want to gather... Okay, we're going to leave a blank spot there. Why not? Because I just don't want to deal with this right now. So, this is going to be... it's going to need a line of coal. Not a line of coal, a line of sulfur. Did we ever figure out how to make hydrogen sulfide? From coal. But with the thing we don't have, coal cracking. Which would make benzene and methane. Okay, so no, we don't have a way to make it. And what does this need? This needs oxygen. So that's unfortunately placed for it. Let's move it all a bit to the left. So we're going to come off of that and make an oxygen area. No, lower. Should I make it more room? I think this is fine. I think this is fine. We can always move it all again later. And probably will. Not sulfuric acid. It's sulfuric dioxide that we're looking for. And we'll bring the sulfur in behind it. There. Actually, how many plates is that? When we make that, that's 10. So let's just go ahead and do that. And that'll be a new thing on the bus. Actually, let's leave a space, because this is kind of fixed because of our electrolyzers. There. And we'll need power like this. And how are we going to get the sulfur here? Want to have a sulfur area on the bus? I kind of need to go both directions, unfortunately. They'll be coming back this way, so let's make a underground. Why isn't this working? Did we mess it up? That's full. That's full. It's out of full for the filters. Which does remind me that I need to make sure we have a coal line, too. This is out of iron. So, in truth, the coal's going to be coming back. It's going to be coming this way, from over there. For now, we can just drop it from a box. The sulfur, I mean, not the coal. Because there'll be another one of these machines down that way. Yeah, because it's all loopy. When you add loops to this, the main bus becomes more tricky to deal with. Actually, let's move this back one. So it's gonna really be going like that. There's fluid control. Let's go. Just keep on going with these iron smelting. Up. Not that. Not that. Come back. Come back. What was that anyway? That's crushed down. This looks weird. Interesting, this doesn't have as much oxygen gas as I thought it would. Maybe we should move this all the way up. I like the idea. I like that. Let's pull that back. So you can't burn until you get let's put that there. until you know that the other places are satisfied. Why isn't this working? Because it doesn't have sulfur. Because these are eating sulfur pretty quick. Oh well, this will fill up eventually, and they'll all get sulfur. Should I even make this an intermediate product, or are we gonna need sulfur dioxide for other things? Besides sulfuric acid? I suppose we will eventually need it for water-cooled, overclocked neural computer cases, but that seems like it's a bit in the future. Although it says it's only advanced material processing too. But we'll have electric engine units by then. Oh fine, let's bus it. Eventually we'll use it to make sulfur. Get it back. Wait a minute, is that a virtuous cycle? So 50... sulfur dioxide gas. How do I make sulfur dioxide gas? By taking 1 sulfur and 50 oxygen. And then... So 1 sulfur and 50... One sulfur gives me 50. And then I can use 50 to get back 5 if I add hydrogen gas. So that'd be pretty cool, actually. That would be... let me multiply out my sulfur pretty quickly. Because we have hydrogen everywhere. Hydrogen's, it's free. You can just get it from water. Anyway, we said we're gonna bust it. Let's stop worrying about it. Yeah. Why is it? Okay, it's not loading because its output is full. This is finally starting to back up. Well, it's backed up to the point where it stopped. And we can just go ahead and place these here. Let's check down there. It seems to be working fine. Yeah, that's working fine. How's power? Power's fine too. We're still not accumulating coal though. I was hoping we would be. More than we are at least. I guess we're getting a bit there. Okay, I think I'm going to take a break right there. We started making our new fluid main bus, but we still have a lot to do. So thank you everyone for watching. My name is Michael Young. This is Factorio Sea Block Mod.